Darren from LMRCC here, and I'm here at Maple Hobbies with Barry.
Hi everyone, hello, I'm
Hi.
Barry.
And we're here because Barry and Maple Hobbies are an official distributor for TWS RC. And we're going to do a box opening on their new VTR 4x4 RC. So here we have the VTR 4x4 in the CTS chassis. We have it in the kit version, and the RTR version comes with the transmitter, receiver, ESC. Let's just turn this around here. So the RTR comes with your motor, radio and receiver, ESC, and the steering servo. Does not come with a battery or charger, so you have to invest in your own battery and charger. But that is the RTR version. The outside differences. There we go. We have red and silver in the RTR version, and of course clear body in the kit version. There are slight body differences on the between the kit and the RTR. The kit version has a roof rack with light pods on it, and also with the kit version, if you can see there is a grill insert with light buckets, and on the RTR version there is just the Lexan body shell. So we're gonna open up the kit version and have a look, see what's inside the kit. So opening the box for the kit version, we have, of course, the all-important instructions. We'll have a look at those in a bit. We have a add-on note for the bumper and frame assembly, a few TWS stickers. We have there's about a 90s version of a Suzuki Sidekick body, also known as a Geo Tracker or Chevy Tracker. So it's a cute little truck, very popular in the 90s. So this is kind of a new, unique body, which is good. We like new bodies in the RC crawling groups. Here we've got a bag of parts. Looks like transmission parts, and some axle parts, some rod end links, shock cups. So I noticed first off that the housing is plastic, and they also have plastic gears for the transfer case assembly and the main transmission. What else do we have? We have the axle tubes, it looks like. And it looks like one-piece axle tubes with diff covers. Anything in the back here that I can make out. Some shock towers, other miscellaneous parts. So one-piece axle tubes with separate knuckles. I don't know if there's a slide over tube, but they look pretty scaled. They're not big fat diameters. They look a nice scale diameter. What else we have? We have bonus parts. So bonus parts looks like a complete set of spare transmission gears. So if you wear them out, you've got a complete spare to replace them with. Being a planetary gear set though, even with plastic gears on the housing, the planetary gears, because there's 4 sharing the load, there's a lot less wear and tear on the gears. So hopefully they've done through a lot of testing and stuff like that. So yeah, I've been told that TWS has distributed a lot in Taiwan and stuff like that, and they haven't had much issue with them. See how North American drivers treat them, but a whole new spare set of transmission stuff. Here we have, now here's the grille fascia, so the detailed grille fascia with light buckets. So we got front light buckets and So there's some rear light buckets there. So you got front and rear light buckets, and wiper blades, a snorkel, some side view mirrors, all dressed up parts for the kit. We have frame rails, and the frame rails are plastic. Just trying to see here. They're fairly rigid, but sometimes too rigid is not a good thing because they'll snap if you do that. So having some flexibility is good. And I know there's a lot of question about whether plastic or metal. Maybe TWS has in mind to make a metal upgrade, but with a chassis this small and this light, it might not be necessary. But it's a simple enough chassis. We'll see down the road how these things work out. If they can take a lot of abuse, then that's good. It is a light rig, it's a short wheelbase rig, so not a lot of torque generated in the chassis. We have here a screw kit, so that's all your screws to assemble it together. Let's just lay this out a bit more. So we got that there. What else we have? The bumpers. We've got plastic bumpers, front and rear. They've got a, simulated fairlead built into it. Some light buckets for some fog lights, and the rear bumper as well. Just a smooth scale looking bumper. Some oil, body pins, miscellaneous tools, receiver tape, grease, your standard toolkit. Here we've got metal parts. So what do we have for metal parts? We have metal differential lockers, so the locker assembly. We have ball bearings. TWS is giving you ball bearings right off the bat, which is good. We've got helical cut differential gears. So helical cuts are good. They put less pressure on the gears for your differential. So one-piece pinion. Looks like a one-piece pinion. And helical gears, nice and small diameter, so nice, keeps the diff size nice and scale. Axle shafts, again, metal axle shafts and CVD shafts. That's all there in the metal bits. We have full aluminum shocks, so that's nice little scale shocks. They look like about a 70 millimeter shock. Looks like 2 sets of springs, one softer, one firmer set. So you can put maybe each, get your front end firmer and your rear end softer depending on how the weight distribution is, or run all the same spring rates. We have more bearings and more screw kit. So that's more bearings and screw kits. Looks like drive shaft couplers, and they feel like they're metal. So metal drive shaft couplers on probably plastic tubes like most do. So that's good. Metal ends work well. Here are the tires, and we have 5 tires. So we have a full-size spare, and these feel from the outside really soft. Let's just take a look here. Of course, there's no foams in them because I see the foams here. They're kind of a star cut, kind of like Crazy Crawler foams. They're just an open cell foam, but such a small light rig, probably don't need a lot of foam support for them. But I want to take a look at these tires because everyone wants to know what the tires feel like, look like. So get Barry to help me here. Thanks, Barry.
Yep.
So we've got a plastic glue-on rim, but of course they're 1/9, so they should be able to upgrade them to any 1/9 beadlock. The foam or the tires themselves, they feel nice. Of course, there's no foams in them, but the compound feels fairly sticky, and tread pattern, of course, looks almost identical to I don't know, maybe a Pitbull or a Cooper tire pattern, but looks really nice. They just SST90, are they SST90? So maybe a Cooper tire. SST. SST is a Cooper sort of name branding, so that's probably maybe a Cooper knockoff. But all in all, I can feel the grip in the treads, so should be a good tire. Loaded up with foams, and they should be decent. So that's a positive. I like the way the tires go. And then we've got sticker kits, windshield stickers, of course, if you want to put stickers, and windshield masks, mirror films. So that's what's in the kit. So the body, and let's just take a quick look through the instructions just to show you what they look like. So got it all laid out here. They do have in the kit, you can have an axle mounted or a chassis mounted, and I believe both are available. We'll have to look through the instructions within the kit. You don't have to add option parts. We have the links, knuckles, axle housings. So the tubes, they've got the clamps. So those are the servo mounts, and then you've got the tube, the link mounts that slide over the tubes, and then the knuckles. The knuckles are plastic so far, but maybe an aluminum knuckle or metal upgrade. We got the shafts, CVD shafts, and then that's the complete axle. Go through here. So there's the axle mounted servo. And go through here more. So there's the diff assembly. So that's a locker, and it's got grub screws and pins to lock in the axle shafts, so they won't fall out on you. Here's the transfer case. Again, plastic gears come with the kit. This whole assembly, I think, comes as a complete set of bonus parts. So you get a whole transmission set of gears and housings. So I saw these housings in there as well as bonus parts. We got the next page here. No, we got one page in between. That's just setting up the motor. Straightforward. Your shocks, aluminum shocks, transmission, drive shafts, going into the rails, your shock towers and front and rear bumper mounts. Need 4 sets of hands here. More shock towers, your sliders, and this is looks like a battery mount. So it looks like it can fit probably a full 5,000 2S brick. And there's the front axle frame assembly. So did I see, is there a servo mount in there? There's no servo mount shown in there, so maybe there's an additional servo mount that will be an option in the future, or I didn't see an option instruction. Mounting up the tires, your electronics, and your option part, or your parts list, and that. So those are the instructions. So I didn't see how they mounted the servo. Please refer to TWS. There we go. There we go. So maybe there's some option out there, or maybe there's 3D print parts. But also with Maple Hobbies, he's an official distributor for TWS. So he's brought in a good, healthy selection of spare parts. So, you know, don't fear that you get one of these kits and you can't get supported by it. You go to your local hobby store and pick up a full spec. We got replacement front drive shafts, front CVD stubs, replacement differentials, and these things are nice, solid. It's like steel differentials, replacement gear sets, and there's a better look at the gear sets. So they're a helical gear and a solid front pinion. So he's got replacement gear sets, replacement axle links, or link mounts. Also drive shaft spare parts, so drive shaft tubes, drive shaft CVD ends in metal, and the kits are metal as well. And a little transfer case intermediate shaft, replacement knuckles, good to have. Of course, there's no real world use here locally, but the guys in Taiwan said it's been pretty durable. Got some sleeves there, probably for the knuckles, pivots. And what else we got? Some lanyards, some replacement links. If you break a link, he's got those too. And actually some upgrades. So this is the transfer case gear set. So the transfer case has a full set of metal gears available, and also the planetary input for your, or planetary output or input for your transmission. It'd be I guess it would be the input. Yeah, so spur would go on there, and then you've got a full metal case for the planetary input, and a full set of metal links for your suspension links. So again, it's the TWS kit with a Geo Tracker Suzuki body from about the 90s. So the kit has just the added roof rack, the added fascia. You get to build it yourself, color it yourself. And the kit, or the RTR version, just supply a battery and a charger for that battery. And he has them in stock on the shelf over there, ready to sell. So there you go, the new TWS VTR4X4 in what they call the CTS chassis. So there you go.